Endmin is the CEO and main protag of Endfield Industries. They woke up amnesiac for new players to ride onto. The literal representative for people who have no clue about the Arknights world. But the representative seems to know way more than he should. He's an amnesiac who doesn't act like one. Lore frustrations aside, it is what it is. Let's talk about builds. I chose a male gender, so I address him as he. Moving forward. And also his skill, Originium crystals. I'll be calling it crystallization. Bro. Endmin is essentially your physical status applier, crusher, and crystallizer. His battle skill, constructive sequence, deals physical damage and scales on crush upon consuming vulnerability stack. If there are no vulnerability stacks on the target, crush will apply one instead. His combo skill, sealing sequence, deals physical damage and attaches Originium crystals to the target. When crystallization is applied, any physical status or vulnerability attack consumes the crystal and deals additional physical damage. His ultimate, bombardment sequence, an AoE massive physical damage. If the target has crystallization, it adds one more hit of physical damage. Gears. Depending on his role, you might want to swap gears to help out the team. You could equip the Chingbo set for an all-rounder option. It boosts all skill damage once you use his combo skill. Since Endmin is a vulnerability stack consumer, and you want him to support another consumer like Pogranichnik, you may want to equip him with the Type 50 Yinglong set. This adds more team damage to his combo, while you basically hold off on his battle skill. If you want him to be your main crusher, the one who consumes the stack for the kill, then equip the Bone Crusher gear set for a damage boost on his battle skill when using his combo skill. If you like to fully stack vulnerability, then you might want the Ethertech gear set. It boosts his physical damage based on his own vulnerability stack application. And once the target has full stack, regardless of who applied it, it adds even more physical damage to the wearer. Swordmancer gear set adds one more hit. An additional stagger when the wearer applies a physical status on target. Weapons. His best in slot, Grand Vision. You can buy this with real-world currency in the shop. It boosts his battle skill damage and perfectly complements the Bone Crusher gear set. I don't have money to spend, so here are the F2P options. Sundering Steel, the one I equipped for him, boosts attack once he applies a physical status on target. Eminent Repute boosts attack when vulnerability stack is consumed. The attack scales on how many stacks were consumed, and your team gains half of that buff. Rapid Ascent boosts physical damage on battle skill and ultimate. If you don't have these, equip any available sword as a stat stick, but prioritize agility-based swords, and specifically those with a main attribute boost, since agility is his primary scaling stat. Teams. Endmin is best teamed up with other physical operators, but keep in mind, teaming 3 vulnerability stack consumers together is a brawl. And in a brawl, you don't care who consumes the stack. He's flexible when teamed up with one other consumer, like Pogranichnik or Depan, since he can still provide utility, even if you're holding off on his battle skill. Depending on your team, determine what role he'll be as. Is he your crush DPS, or your crystallization support? Playing the Endministrator means balancing the vulnerability economy of your squad, because he can pivot between a support and a dedicated crush DPS. P.S. Look, we can talk about vulnerability rotations and stack economy all day, but we both know, once the screen fills with effects, it's a total brawl. So if you lose track and just start smashing buttons, don't sweat it as long as the crystals are exploding and things are dying. You're doing just fine.